Welcome back to the Clearview Ice Arena for our second game of the doubleheader here today. This one, a women's Division II club hockey matchup between the Delaware Blue Hens and the RMU Colonials. Alongside me now for the first time on the microphone for a game, Mr. Andrew Kiehl.
Thank you.
I'm very excited for this moment. I've been waiting about a year and a half for this to happen, and today's the day.
Yep.
But it's going to be an exciting one. The Delaware Blue Hens, one of the best teams in the country, making their way to the national championships last year. And from just a remote look, that they do have a couple more players than the Colonials do, Andrew.
Yeah, just a couple. I'd
Just
say
a couple.
close to double, but the Colonials are going to try hard. You just got to give them the benefit of the doubt that they can maybe pull out a win here.
You never know. I mean, with you guys last year, you're part of the Division IV club hockey team for anyone who does not know you. And you guys had the upset victory over St. Vincent last year.
Yep.
And you had a roster of, what, 10?
I think we
If
had
that?
12. I think we had 12 that game.
If that. I mean, so it's not a matter of the size of the team by any means whatsoever.
It's just how much they want to win.
Exactly. And just talking with a couple girls before the game, including Miss Haley Whitaker, who helps out on the streams, as well was my color commentator last night for the Division III game, that she is beyond excited for this game. And she also guaranteed us a goal. So we're going to get that out of the way early.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
So we're going to, both teams are making their way to the benches now. The Colonials doing a quick meeting to the right of us here. Sticks up as we get ready, as a couple of the girls here, including Danielle Carroll, has to go get that puck bin so they can collect their own pucks in the net. They don't have anyone to do that for them.
Yep.
For whatever reason, but that should change.
Hey, we
here
don't
soon.
either. So
You have to clean up your own pucks?
I think we did last game.
That's terrible, dude. So now we get to meet both sides as both teams are getting ready. Here's the pucks are now cleaned up, and we can hurry up and get those off the ice.
Yep.
So Austin McLean on the call down below us for the PA announcing here tonight. So first, let's meet the Delaware Blue Hens.
And now, your starting lineups. First for Delaware. At forward, number 12, Julia Nemeth.
Julia Neme, number 12, one of the starters.
At forward, number 17, Carly Marzano.
Carly Marzano, number 17, a forward.
Number 54, Sophia Rosenthal.
Sophia Rosenthal, 54 in blue.
Defense, number 6, Olivia Huddy.
Olivia Huddy, defenseman wearing number 6 tonight.
Defense, number 7, Evie Hill.
Evie Hill, the leading point getter for this Blue Hens roster.
And in goal, number 31, Kaylee McFadden.
Kaylee McFadden, I believe, or McFeedy. I had McFadden, so
We'll rock with that.
yeah, I'll double check their roster, but I think it's McFadden. And now let's meet the Colonials.
Starting lineup for your Colonials under the direction of head coach Jim Napoli.
Jim Napoli, the head coach for these Blue Hens.
A sophomore out of Greensburg, Pennsylvania, number 9, Madison Myers.
Madison Myers,
At forward, a
Number 9
sophomore
for the Colonials.
out of Pennsylvania, number 15, Michaela Bittner.
Michaela Bittner, number 15, starting.
At forward, a freshman out of Cadeyn, Pennsylvania, number 21, Erin Cecilia.
Erin Cecilia, starting 21 in white.
On defense, a freshman out of McDonald, Pennsylvania, number 16, Amara Maurice.
Amara Marie, starting in defense, a big, heavy-hitting defenseman.
Sophomore out of Canonsburg, Pennsylvania, number 20, Danielle Carroll.
Danielle Carroll making her first appearance on home ice after missing last game.
Out of Buffalo, New York, number 30, Mackenzie Wallach.
Mackenzie Wakoliak in net for the Colonials here tonight out of Buffalo, New York, with, as we saw in the podcast, an amazing helmet, by the way.
Oh, yes. Great helmet.
As now both teams stand at the lines, and you know what time it is, Andrew.
It's time.
It's John Tucci time.
It's Tucci time.
As we're going to send it down to him now for the playing of our national anthem.
Please rise if you're able and remove your hats. Direct your attention to the flags beside the scoreboard for the sake of our national anthem by RMU's own Mr. John Tucci.
We wish the teams and everyone all the best here tonight. Have a great game tonight, and I wish all of you and your family and friends the greatest for the rest of the season. Of course, we pray reverence to that American flag out there on the wall, and the little flags that all you're holding tonight. And every flag that you wave, as you look at that flag, represents every soldier and veteran, policeman, fireman, first responder that ever lived. These men and women that gave up everything in their life so that that flag will always stand and we can always have this great game. It's an honor to those men and women, their families, and all of us as Americans. Please wave your flags in reverence to those men and women and their families. And if all of you could please join and sing with me as we honor our country and honor our freedom, as we sing our Star Spangled Banner, United States of America. We can start with the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, say, can you see my dawn's early light, but so proudly we hailed at the twilight last evening, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular of bursting in the air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you. Have a great night. Thank you so much.
As always, Andrew, the beautiful playing of the national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance by John Tucci.
Oh yes, it's a spectacle every time you come to a Robert Morris game.
It's part of the RMU tradition, I
Yes.
guess we want to call it. We had Kat Tedder earlier with an amazing job of singing the national anthem from North Allegheny, and now following it up with a great job by John Tucci as well. The flags waving amongst us in the stands. Thanks to the Delaware Blue Hens for helping pass those out.
Yes, we did see that beforehand.
It usually would be the Colonial scratches, but they don't have any.
Yeah.
And they kind of need all the players they have. So
Yep. No room for any scratches
Oh,
on this team.
There was a possibility that Alexia Martinez, the other goaltender for the Colonials, was going to play out tonight.
That was talked about
Yes.
on our podcast.
It was. There is a couple of iffy game time decisions between both Madison Myers and Michaela Bittner. Both decide they are good enough to play tonight, which is huge for the Colonials because they 1,000% need the extra bodies.
If those two don't play, you've only got 3 people on the bench for the Colonials, and
Exactly.
that's not a good look for the team.
But instead, they got 5.
Yep.
So we're
they
running
have-
full ship here.
Yep. One shift and you're back on.
Comparable to the last time these two teams or not these two teams specifically, but the last time we saw the Colonials on the broadcast, they only had 4.
Yep.
Which was, the double shift is not very fun.
Not
Andrew.
at all.
I know you're a goalie, so you didn't get to really experience much of it, but
Yeah.
when you're averaging 30 minutes of ice time a game, I mean.
Yep.
So, face-off by Myers. Going to be 1. The Blue Hens are going to move it forward down the ice. Picked up by number 6, Olivia Huddy. Send it down. Colonials trying to work out of their own zone. Moving it forward, Huddy is going to go back and get this one. Pressured hard by Bittner. Move forward, Marie's going to play it down. Bittner has to touch up. She does. And we'll go to play this puck down. Picked up number 83, Josie Billette, playing it along the wall. Blue Hens trying to move the puck forward here. Blue Hens did have a game earlier today against the University of Pittsburgh, the team the Colonials played last time on home ice, and fell to them. So they could be a little bit tired, which might be an advantage of the Colonials.
Did you say they played today
Yes, today.
and playing again?
Yep. They played last night against the University of Pittsburgh, played this morning against the University of Pittsburgh, play here tonight, and if I'm not mistaken from what Haley told me, they have 2 games at WVU tomorrow.
Wow.
So
Busy schedule.
5 games in, 60 hours?
Yeah.
Something like that?
It's a busy schedule.
That's how hockey goes here, right?
Yep.
back to the point. One by the Blue Hens, working their way down. Carroll tries to play this one through, hits off the defense, 22, Morgan Thursch, who plays that one back in. Walking along the line, a possible chance shot and save by Wakaliak.
Nice easy save to get her first save of the game.
First
Get
one's
her-
the hardest one.
Yeah, as experienced, the first one is the hardest one, but a nice one to get you into the game.
Exactly. Mackenzie Wakaliak came in relief of Martinez after 2 periods. Against University of Petron, Martinez pulled herself out of the game. It wasn't a coach's decision. As that shot floats right into the pad of Wakaliak, and she's going to take that one and get the whistle.
Oh, those are the scariest ones, the ones that just stick under your pad. You don't know where they are as a goalie.
The ones that were, you think you got it, but it could be trickling behind you and everyone's yelling, and you're like, what do you mean I have it? You're the goalie here, I'm not.
Yep.
I never played goalie before, so I can't talk too much on the subject. That's where you come in.
That is where I come in.
Blue Hens in their own zone trying to work forward. 27 Paige Winterberg carrying it up the side, stuck away by Wakaliak. Medved collects behind the net, the captain of this Colonial squad, and moves it forward. Tried to get it out, bodied away. And now the RMU defense retreats behind their net and moves it forward as Pizzolo hits off her stick and rolls to center ice. Whitaker on the chase. Played forward. Number 68, Rory Essick. Down low, pinned against the wall. Spizzolo trying to fight for it. Shook in there to help as well. The blue lights now come off after a couple minutes of game time. Not sure if we had anyone to turn the lights off, which was kind of, oh, now the other lights come on.
Now the white lights are on.
The lights changing dramatically here throughout this first period. Evie Hill back to retreat. Skates back, pressured hard by Shook. Pass forward, number 13, Emily Gallagher. Cross pass to Essick, and she's going to skate it up. Essick fires, blocked by Carroll. Carroll pokes it forward. Essick retreats back. Carroll's going to pickpocket it. Tries to fight for it, gets taken down.
No call.
Yeah, no, nothing there. It was all stick. Thrown in by Mackenzie Kelly. Show retreat to the bench as the Blue Hens get a couple of fresh troops on the ice. Amar Maurice tried to get for Bittner's stick. Blue Hens defense straight off the bench. Are going to poke it forward. Blue Hen touch up. Maurice fired along the wall. Settled down by Hootie. She's going to take this one all the way back. And it'll be a Colonial icing.
It may have been in the defensive zone, but I think the Colonials did a good job of keeping the puck off the Hen's stick.
They did. I like the thing with Maurice, and when she's back there on defense, she's one that is known to not throw. She's going to throw her weight around, and she's good at just getting pucks out of the zone and taking away the man coming down. So far, Amar Maurice on top of her game, playing her job perfectly thus far. Number 16 in white has averaging a penalty per game, but she did not have one last game, and she wanted me to emphasize that she has won a one-game streak of not having a penalty.
That's a good streak to start.
She said, I got to start getting the point differential to match my penalty totals. So we'll see where that leads. And hopefully the one per game goes away for Amara Maurice as she battles for the puck down low. Maurice now has to get back, swapping with Erin Cecilia. Cecilia, the lone goal scorer on the Colonial roster. Only 1 goal for in the 3 games played. I'm sorry, 2 games played thus far for the red and white team to the right of us. Skated up by Carroll. Pass to Bittner through the middle. Bittner pokes it forward. Here she comes. Bittner with a chance. Skates through, taken away by a good stick by number 29, Jessica Pantaniello. She's going to move it forward now to her forward partner, Angelina Mirto. Mirto walking her way in, gets around 2-1-0. Mirto across, diving over is Wakaliak, and the finishing goal by Sam Schultz, her 4th of the season.
Defense pinched up and 3-0 going the other way. Hard as a goalie to save those.
Yeah,
Almost got across to make the save, but obviously wasn't enough as there is now a 1 on the scoreboard.
a quick goal against Wakaliak within exactly at the 4-minute mark. But Sam Schultz making it count early for the Blue Hens. Poked into the bench immediately. That one was by Bree Medved. So the puck will come outside the zone for a faceoff. Shook tries to win it forward. Blue Hens moving along the wall. Whitaker battling for that puck. She's going to play it out. She's going to skate this one down now. Overskates that one. The Blue Hens get out of their zone. Moving forward. Mirto with the assist. Jess Pentanello on the secondary assist on that one. To the point. Drop pass to number 2. Couldn't quite get there. 2 we do not have listed on the roster momentarily until we get the updated one. So we're not entirely sure some of the names of these players, so bear with us for the time being. As Whitaker trying to poke this one forward. Blue Hens moving into the zone, throwing that one in. Back the defense goes to retrieve. Hannah Vogel fighting for that puck. Thrown out in front. Whitaker is going to pick it off and turn the other way. Whitaker throws it in the open area. Evie Hill's going to collect and move around Spazzolo. Now Whitaker, and she's going to move into open territory. Hill, top of the circle. Holds back again. Blue Hens finish their line change. Hill throws it down low. Finds Nima. Nima throws it back to the point. Whitaker battling for that puck along the wall. Back to the point now. Mackenzie Kelly. Shot through traffic. Blocked away. Nice job by Hannah Vogel. Back to the point. Evie Hill throws it to the middle. Shot attempt. Sails wide of Wakaliak. Another shot attempt. Shook throws that one into open territory, and down the ice it'll go as they quickly will get a full sail line changes. 5 on, 5 off.
That's how they're going to have to roll it the whole game.
Kind of mesmerizing to see 5 on, 5 off in a matter of 2 seconds pretty much.
Yeah.
Just backing up with it is the Colonial defense, moving it forward. Danielle Carroll. Now Bittner trying to move it along the wall. Around Carroll goes the Blue Hens. Carroll leaves it for Maurice. Maurice taking it up herself now. Intercepted pass by the Blue Hens. The captain, number 24, Sam Schultz, collects it and throws it into the zone. Carries it herself. Drop pass taken away by the Colonials. Puck bouncing around. Myers gets it out. Possible 2-on-1 chance of Bittner can hurry. Blue Hens get a good defensive play to take that puck away. That was Angelina Mirto, already an assist under her name in the box score for tonight. Maurice fighting for that puck. Down to help is Cecilia. Cecilia pokes it forward. Maurice just dumps it down and then swaps with Myers. Behind the net, the Blue Hens are trying to work their way out of the zone. Kept alive by Danielle Carroll. 13 minutes to go here in period number 1. 1-0 to score in favor of Delaware. Puck moves forward. It's Schultz. Fires it down the zone. Picked up by Carroll. No icing there as she got the line. Up the boards to Spazzolo. Straight off the bench. Couldn't quite get there as Bittner tried to get a quick line change. Cecilia and Carroll do the same. All the way down it'll go. Medved chases it down. Pins it along the wall. Maurice in to help as well. Pokes it free to the point. Kept alive. Intercepted pass by Whitaker. Hits off her body. Spazzolo. Between the legs pass. What a play by Sydney Spazzolo. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but it looked good.
It looked like it worked.
Off the skate is Spazzolo, and she's been all around the puck the last 20 seconds. Puck moved forward. Whitaker chasing it down. Through open territory, collected by Medved. Throws it over to Maurice. Through the middle, chipped play by Shook. Intercepted pass by Whitaker, pokes it toward the Delaware bench. Retreating is Morgan Thirst, throwing it to her defense partner. 27, Paige Winterberg. Fans on it. Trying to get to it is Myers and Whitaker. Delaware coming the other way. A pass to the left circle. Poked away by Medved. Myers in to help now. Myers leaves it for Whitaker. Trying to poke it along the wall. Body's down in front of the net. Spazzolo pokes it away. Continues to go after that puck. Evie Hill trying to play it down. Poked out of traffic. Now Spazzolo on the chase to get it. Julia Neme moves along the wall. Bittner tried to poke it free. Delaware with a draw pass. Bittner gets hit along the wall. Still fighting for it. Couple bodies in the way. The puck does squeeze its way out. Bittner still fighting for that puck. Puck rolls all the way down. Colonials will get a couple of line changes in the process. Bittner steps up. Puck rolls all the way to Danielle Carroll. Along the wall, intercepted pass by Marzano, who throws it in, and the Blue Hens will get a line change. So we're approaching the 10-minute mark, Andrew. And the Colonials not giving up a lot of space in the defensive zone so far.
No, they've seemed pretty solid in the defensive zone. Need to get more offensive zone pressure, but so far in the defensive zone, they've looked solid.
Breakouts have been decent for the most part. A lot of good forechecking so far from the Colonials. Just haven't gotten any real opportunities quite yet on the netminder. As the Colonials now in their offensive zone, look to get something going here. Shook. Fighting for it to the point. Maurice fires off the blocker. Around the net, McFadden with a good save. Still fighting for it to the Colonials. Blue Hens will take it and come the other way. Schultz with a pickoff attempt. Now the other way, Pintanello. Skates around. Holds back. 3 Colonials in sight. Opportunity shot and a save by Wakaliak. Playing it down low. Up the boards. Tried to go for the stick of Bittner. Past the stick all the way down. And it'll be a Colonial icing.
It's been a while since we've had a whistle here.
Yeah, it has been. Had to catch my breath for a little bit because these games go pretty quick. Hey, Mr. Tucci, it's great to see you. Yeah,
my best for the audience.
Oh, thank you.
Best for the audience.
The audience loves you too, Mr. Tucci. Hey, it was good seeing you too.
Good little Tucci affirmation from Mr. Tucci.
He loves the fans. I'll say that much. He loves to be on camera too. So I know I don't think we cut to the screen of us or anything, but Mr. Tucci, of course, sending the best regards to everyone at home watching as well. As Wakaliak with a great save there. Maurice sending it up the boards through the middle all the way down. Will it rule on net just wide? Delaware will touch up.
For
Colonial
another
icing.
icing.
Yeah. That was cool. I mean, I like the attempt from Maurice.
Yeah.
He put it just got a little too wide, I think, on that shot, but the clearing attempt was a good idea.
Yes. And that is something I think we're going to see a lot more of is pretty far shots that may end up in icing to save time, save your legs, save some energy.
Between that and also, if you do get that on net, getting the fresh legs out there as well, because that's pretty much the sole purpose, either get the rest real quick or get fresh bodies on the ice.
Yep.
A shot attempt, and Wakaliak squares up and takes that one.
And like we see, stoppage of play, we got to change.
Exactly. Coach Napoli's not afraid to take these shifts and say, all right, we're going to make this, 30-second, 45-second shift, and then get off the ice, freshen your legs, and then 30 and 45 seconds, you get right back out there.
Yep.
Face-off won by the Blue Hens, shot and blocked by Whitaker. Puck rolls its way behind the net. Hannah Vogel to retrieve. Plays it up along the wall. And there's Pizzolo trying to poke it free. Couple bodies fighting for that puck. Out of it comes the Colonials, and Madison Myers throws it up to Whitaker. Past the stick of the Blue Hens. Whitaker trying to get an edge, and she does. Working her way down. Whitaker towards the net, sails wide. Spizzolo back to the point. Vogel shot. Whitaker tries to get the rebound. Couldn't quite do that. Vogel retreats as the Colonials have to touch up. Vogel throws it into play now. Blue Hens retreating, trying to get out of their own zone. Good offensive pressure so far from the Colonials, but now a 3-on-2 the other way. Led by Paige Winterberg. Drop pass taken away, and Medved is going to take it up herself. Medved just pokes it down. Colonials changing behind the play. A good veteran move from the captain, number 8 in white. Whitaker trying to body along the boards. Myers in to help. Myers fighting for it. She gets that puck. Bouncing around in the skates of the Delaware defender. And now all the way back to center ice. Carroll fighting for it. Out with it comes Myers and the Colonials. And they send it down in the offensive zone. Changes galore from both sides. No one getting too much ice time here. As Vogel sends it in. She gets her line change. And the Colonials find a little bit of chip and go. Forward now by Rory Essick. Number 68 in blue. Shoves it down. Maurice fighting for that puck. Bittner in to help as well. Off the skate of Maurice. Behind the net it goes. Carroll will pick up and throw it around to Maurice. Maurice. Pass. Hits off the stick of Cecilia all the way down. Perfectly on net.
Ooh.
A good chance. It almost rolled in. Moving
Goalie
forward.
almost misplayed that one.
It's almost like an Andrew goal against.
I don't know about that one.
Maurice holding. throws it all the way down. Is it going to roll on net? It will. 2 times in a row for the Colonials with a perfect clearing attempt. Through the skates of Carroll. Maurice is back, though, same with Bittner. So numbers are an advantage and stuck away by Maurice. Puck bouncing around, still loose, to the side. Wukaliak diving across, keeps out, still out.
What a
Wukaliak,
save.
my goodness. Mackenzie Wukaliak standing on her head so far. As that one rolls all the way down. And it'll be a Colonial icing. But let's go back to that play with Mackenzie here, Andrew.
Sprawling out, making the big save, laying on her stomach. We're back. I couldn't tell.
I think it was stomach.
Stomach would make more sense.
Yeah.
But able to get the blocker, the glove, or whichever arm it was to get in front of that rebound.
She goes by the nickname Pokey. And I think we can see why a little bit on that one.
See why.
She also said that she always ends up on her stomach somehow diving across. And we saw it in that play, but it worked out in her favor. So a great job overall by Pokey, Mackenzie Wukaliak. Walking into the Blue Hens. Shot. Blocked away. Maurice taking away the shooting lane.
Before this last little section, we saw a lot of offensive pressure, which is what I said they needed to work on. They needed to get more offensive pressure. And just after I say that, they start getting a lot of more offensive pressure. So hopefully they can get a little more and get some more shots and hopefully get a goal.
They might have the stream running on the bench or something. They might be listening to us, Andrew.
Maybe.
Take the words of advice. As Whitaker pokes her free. She's going to have it. Here she goes the other way. Haley Whitaker coming down. Shot. Save by McFadden. Whitaker with an A-plus chance. Still looking for her first goal of the season. And almost in due time off a great breakaway attempt.
Great pass cut and just had a great chance.
Puck moving forward by the Blue Hens. They're going to dump it in and get the line change. Colonial sending 5 back to break out of their zone. 6 minutes to go in this first period of play. Medved playing it around to Spazzolo. Puck bouncing around. Colonials back. Vogel throws it to Spazzolo along the wall. Spazzolo poking it forward. Gets it out of the zone momentarily. Blue Hens regroup and enter the zone once more. Straight off the bench was Carroll, who got hit along the way. Behind the net, taken away by Myers, trying to fan on that attempt. Puck still bouncing around. Myers can't get it out. Blue Hens send it around the wall. Trying to poke away. Backhand attempt blocked by Whitaker. To the point. Morgan Thursch throws it through. Whitaker down to try to defend that one. Myers as well. It's Evie Essick battling along the wall. 2 Blue Hens and 2 white sweaters now make it 3 white sweaters around the puck. At the point, Paige Winterberg coming down, dangling her way in. Through sticks, couldn't connect on the pass. Maurice fresh off the bench. Myers leaves it for Carroll. Pins it along the wall and takes it around the net. Carroll circling, loses an edge. Maurice applying pressure. Whitaker got to get over. In front, blocked away by Maurice. Puck loose in the skates. Shot attempt blocked away. Back to the point. Winterberg plays it to her defense partner, Thursch. Shot. Patted away by Wukaliak, and she's going to cover that one up.
A lot of offensive pressure there for the Hens. Colonial's got to do something to try and get the puck out of the zone.
They do. 4:10 to play in this first period, so clock is in their favor as of right now, but trying to keep that score at 1-0 is, or 1-1, is the main goal of Coach Napoli and probably the team at the moment. Face-off 1, Carroll. Behind the net, pulls up. Makes a nice move around, trying to get the puck out. She gets around 1. She's going to take it up herself now. Carroll moves it through the middle. Off a couple sticks. Cecilia's going to chase that down and win the battle. Cecilia behind the net. Looking in front. Has Shook. In her skates, Shook bouncing it around. Still has it. Shook has 2 Blue Hens on her. Takes a shot, blocked away. Blue Hens pick it up and turn the other way. Capped alive by Medved, though, momentarily. Blue Hens working their way forward. Outlet pass to 29, Jessica Pinatello, who throws it down to get the line change. Medved along the wall to Bittner. Intercepted pass. Hit by Myers, chance the other way. Cecilia had it for a moment and then just sends it down off a deflected pass. Moving up is the Blue Hens. Sophia Rosenthal walking in. Nice block by Vogel, taken down in the process. Round the net now. Sticks flying around Medved, trying to get it out. Blocked by Medved. She's going to try to take it forward. Blue Hens regroup. Pass along. Off a couple bodies. Medved pinning it against the wall. Pokes it free. Myers shoveling it up, still bouncing around. Spazzolo in there as well. Puck still alive from the Blue Hens as they try to get a couple of offensive fresh troops on the ice. Through the middle, off the stick of Bittner. Puck bouncing around and thrown back in the offensive zone. Blue Hens are offsides. 2:20 to go in period number 1. Picked up by Rory Essick.
Great play by Bittner to stop that shot attempt in the slot.
I know she's certain already as is, but to still come out here and now eating pucks along the way as that one rolls towards the net. Wakaliak on her stomach, making the save.
Ends up on her stomach again, just like you said.
Always on her stomach, it seems like.
Well, that was a great attempt, great block by Bittner to not let that shot in, because almost a sure goal after that pass from the corner into the slot.
It's almost like a floppy fish, but also under control a floppy fish.
Very correct.
Those are her words, not mine, so no one come after me saying you're calling her a floppy, but no, she said that, not me. Maurice throwing it up the boards. Shot attempt there, tried to go across number 2 in blue. Couldn't quite get over, hits off the skate. Cecilia throws it down, had a streaking person, and Carroll off a skate of Essick. Offsides Blue Hens. A minute 43 to go, Andrew. Colonials keeping pace thus far.
Yeah, it seemed a lot. It's very close. You got the one unlucky goal on the 3-on-0, but after that, hasn't been much for the Blue Hens.
Delaware wins that draw. Working their way in the defensive zone. Whitaker tried to body that puck away. Carroll sends it across. Has Shook. Gets the zone. Puck stripped away. And now the other way come the Blue Hens. Winterberg. Working their way around. Pressured by Maurice and Carroll. Winterberg looking to the point. Thrown on net. Wakaliak on her stomach. Will take that one and cover it up. Great music choice so far from Austin at the moment.
So far, very good, very good.
I know it's his second game. We're all a little tired. This is only your first game, so I don't want to hear it from you.
Oh, okay.
This is my second straight game calling games, you know? One by Myers. Throws it along the wall. Kept alive by number 26, Mackenzie Kelly. Throwing it down low. Through the middle. Shot. Blocker saved by Wakaliak. Played around by Mirdo. 1 minute to go in period 1. Mirdo trying to get around Carroll. Carroll pinning it along the boards. Gets it out with her skate. Myers trying to push it up. Spazzolo in there to help as well. Out with it come the Blue Hens. Controlling the line, playing it down low to Mirdo. Throwing it back down. Has Pitinello. Over to Captain Schultz. The goal scorer so far for the Blue Hens. Down low. Has Mirdo. Bodied hard along the wall by oh, there's going to be the penalty. There's a retaliation slash against Madison Myers, and Amanda Mirdo knew immediately that she's going to head to the box.
You can't do that.
Can't do that.
You just can't do that.
To the pit of misery, dilly dilly.
You're going to get called in retaliation more than you're going to get called in the first penalty, so you just can't retaliate.
Yeah.
Colonials get a power play with 23 seconds left in the first period. See if they can capitalize on this great opportunity.
Yeah, and the good thing, if they do not score the power play, then we have a minute and 37 seconds. Did I say
Right.
corrected? Yeah, minute 37 seconds
Yeah.
of power play time.
Starting the second period on
Yes.
the fresh sheet of ice. So
The one thing about the fresh sheet of ice as well, Andrew, is after the second, third period, there will not be an ice cut. So it'll be a second period, and then right after it, immediately the third period.
yeah.
As the puck mooks his way down to Medved. Captaining the power play, Medved looking around. Has Cecilia. Cecilia looking. Shot. Through the middle, had Shook. Couldn't quite get there. Bittner out there as well in the power play. Thrown out. Medved keeps
Shot
it alive.
needed.
Medved fires through traffic deflected, but that'll do it for period 1. Good screen in front by Rebecca Shook.
And a good deflection as well. Just wide, though.
But after 1 period of play, the score is only 1-0 Delaware, which I call that a massive W for the Colonials at the
I
moment.
think so as well, especially with how good this Delaware team is. You'd expect it to be a bigger deficit. So I think they should be happy with the score that it is now.
The Colonials keeping pace with these Blue Hens. As mentioned, this is their 2nd game of the day.
Yes.
And Pittsburgh is also a very good team.
Correct.
So
as we saw in their last game.
That's correct. So after 1, the lone goal from Sam Schultz, the captain of this Blue Hen squad, but Mackenzie Wikaliak has been playing phenomenal thus far of the shots that she has faced.
Yes, she has.
As we're going to take a quick intermission here. We'll come back for the 2nd period in about 11 minutes, and the Colonials have 1 minute and 37 seconds of power play time. So stay tuned for period number 2. Welcome back for period number 2 between the Delaware Blue Hens and the Robert Morris University Colonials. And some women's D2 hockey action here tonight, College Hockey East. Andrew Kiehl, Cadeyn McCrory here. A very eventful first period. 1 goal, scored by Sam Schultz from the Delaware Blue Hens. Mackenzie Wikaliak, the netminder for the Colonials, off to a hot start tonight.
Very, very hot start. Made a bunch of incredible saves throughout that period. Now the Colonials just need to get it back in the offensive zone. They've done well in the defensive zone to stop the scoring pressure from the Blue Hens. Now they just need to put on their own offensive pressure to get some goals on the scoreboard for themselves.
Colonials taking the ice now. 1 really good chance from the Colonials, and Haley Whitaker had a breakaway, just couldn't capitalize with a great save from the netminder, McFadden, for the Blue Hens.
Correct. It was a great pass breakup at the blue line to spring the breakaway. Just couldn't bury it in the end of the day. Hopefully they get another chance like that and can pot it this time.
Blue Hens taking the ice now. We did get correction. It is Kaylee McFadden as the netminder's name. Austin, you did say the name wrong yet again. You are terrible at your job. But I have to take subtle shots here and there. Austin McLean, the PA announcer. A little back and forth action between both of us, which if you'd announced more games, you would know that.
Yes.
But anyway, you having fun so far?
I am. This is a good game to call so far. It's been very back and forth and not one-sided as we thought it would be so far.
As we did mention at the end of the first period, there is no ice cut between periods 2 and 3. So as you see both teams at the benches right now, that is pretty much what will happen at the end of periods 2 and 3.
Yep, so no break for us either. Nope. So Caden's here going to talk for a long time and not get a lot of breaks.
Yep, I'm perfectly okay with that. I've already pushed my voice quite a bit today doing the D3 game earlier. But I have fun doing it, and now I have you by my side. Yep. So a reason to push it a little bit further. And then I get the rest of the weekend off.
Hopefully some more stoppages in play this period.
That'd be nice.
Last period.
Give my voice a little bit of a break. Wikaliak back in her crease. It'll be Maurice and Carroll defensively. Whitaker, Myers, and Spazzolo offensively. Also a reminder, a minute 37 of power play time on the clock. As that puck is shoveled over the glass out of play. And we will get a stoppage there as they will need a new puck.
Went straight out. No delay game penalties here.
Nope.
But just went straight out. No one even in the vicinity.
Nope. No fans in the vicinity either to get hit by that puck. So that is also a good thing. But shout out to Alex Lytle from the D4 team getting a new puck back in play. As he's down there. One of the game day managers filling in for Sydney Spazzolo as she's playing in this game. Speaking of Spazzolo, she had the puck momentarily there. Puck taken away by Olivia Huddy. Puck bouncing around along the bench in front of the Delaware players. Picked up by Carroll, and she's going to skate it up, passing along to Whitaker, who gets into the zone. Carroll pushing it forward. Move puck in front. Carroll shot and scores. Danielle Carroll puts it home for her first of the season on the power play, and we're all tied up.
What an individual effort. Takes it from the top of the blue line all the way down to the corner, cuts in, able to just tuck it in past the goalie. A great goal for Carroll, and this game is tied just like that.
like you said, an individual effort by Danielle Carroll puts it home past McFadden. And hey, it's a brand new hockey game,
Brand
Andrew.
new game.
Both teams ramped up now as the score as deadlocked at 1. Bittner pushing it forward. Blue Hens pushing it now along the middle of the ice. Vogel throws it over to Medved. Haley Whitaker getting the primary assist on that one. And Madison Myers, secondary assist. So it will read Carroll from Whitaker and Myers as the goal scorers. She promised the goal, but I guess assists will do too.
That'll work.
For now.
For now, we'll get more. This Colonial team seems to be buzzing so far, so I don't see another goal coming not too far from now.
Coach Napoli definitely rallied the troops at the end of that first period, it seems like. Trying to get something going early, and a pickpocketed pass at Cecilia and Bittner in a 2-on-1. Cecilia coming down, working in. Shot, left side rebound by Bittner and scores! Michaela Bittner put home the loose change, and the Bitmaster breaks the deadlock. 2-1 RMU.
What did I say? It would not be long before the next one. They showed a lot of promise in that right off the bat. And just like that, it's 2-1. Colonials have their first lead, I assume.
It's the first lead in RMU women's club hockey history, thanks to the sticks of Erin Cecilia and Michaela Bittner.
What a rebound pickup, too. Able to find the puck while it's sitting there and be able to pot it home. Great hand-eye from Michaela.
They're buzzing. They're buzzing, Andrew.
I see another one coming soon again.
Whitaker.
I'm calling it now.
I love the words right now out of your mouth saying they're going to call another goal. Bittner gets a huge uproar after the goal call. 21, Erin Cecilia, primary assist. And Bree Medved with the secondary assist. Points galore for the Colonials. Whitaker shot attempt. Whitaker fighting for that puck. Carroll trying to fight for it. Carroll's going to get it and skate it up. Carroll up to Shook. Shook dangling her way through. Carroll in to help Shook. Fires it down. Carroll trying to settle. Behind the net, Carroll. Couldn't quite get the bounce she wanted on that one. Delaware is carrying it up. Hits off a couple sticks. Maurice retreating back. Sends it along the wall, blocked away. Maurice to Shook. Forward to Spazzolo. Couldn't quite hit her stick. Carroll turning around, gives it to Maurice. Maurice, shovel pass up to Whitaker, bounces over her stick. Whitaker's going to skate this one down. Will she beat the icing? Oh,
that was a close one.
Right at the same time, Andrew.
Great minds think alike.
I guess so. Yeah. All right, I'll give you that one. So far we got goals from Danielle Carroll and Michaela Bittner, and the lethal goal scorer is coming in handy. Delaware plays that a bit out of range as they have to retreat. 2 Colonials in the vicinity, though, including Whitaker. Delaware getting the zone, stacking the line is Madison Myers. Delaware. An awkward bounce that was. RMU does get it out past the sticks. It should be an icing, and it will. As also noticed, Andrew, this is a no-touch icing.
Yes, which I'm not used to.
I'm not either. I would like to see the hybrid rule in place because I think on that last one, Haley definitely did have a shot to get that puck. But I know for the safety of the players and everything, they have to go with the no-touch. But, yeah.
As opposed to the last one, this one wasn't as close.
Yes. Cecilia trying to fight for that one, along with Myers. Maurice holds it along the wall, loses it for a split second off the skates of Cecilia. I'm sorry, Carroll. Carroll skating around with it. Moves through the middle. Carroll got to take it herself. The confidence on number 20 in white has been there all game. Off the skate. Whitaker and Cecilia fighting their ways down. Behind the net, 22, Morgan Thrush trying to play it around. Over the head of the Colonials. Carroll back to retrieve and avoid any more chances for Delaware on that attempt. Offsides. Delaware.
Delaware has not looked as strong this period as as we expected. They just look a little bit behind. So good for the Colonials to take advantage of that.
Shook wins the draw. Moving forward to the Colonials, blocked away by the Blue Hens. Medved has to retreat. Medved sending it along the wall. Settled down by Delaware momentarily. Bittner fights for the puck and it works its way out of the zone. Picked up by Julia Nema, taken away by Spazzola with a block. Thrown back down. Medved retreating back. Skates through the middle. Throws it over to Bittner. Bittner trying to throw it up. Puck taken away. Shook in to help. Delaware in open territory moves it forward. Getting the line. Backhand shot. Sails wide to Wakaliak. Throwing back to the Blue Hens. Keeping the puck down low. Moving forward. Gets through open space. Rebecca Shook taking it down. Shook has a chance. Works her way around. Gets taken down along the way. Puck still loose in front. McFadden holds. Extra whack from Spazzolo. Bittner down behind the net.
I wonder if that could have been called a penalty there on the play at the dot, but obviously not close. It was not close enough to call it, but I saw potential that there could have been a call there.
Definitely the potential. I think the referees just letting them play on at the moment.
Which is what you should do.
Yeah.
You don't have to be strict and call everything.
You missed it last game, but one of the D3 kids was on a breakaway, got tripped, and they called him for an embellishment.
Oh.
Yeah, if we want to go back and watch that on the Twitch channel and see that one, that was a heck of a play. And now their way come the Blue Hens. Whitaker and Carroll dragged behind and take the puck right off for a good defensive play from 24 and 20 in white. Passing along. Pass there, broken up by Whitaker. Puck thrown out to the point, kept alive by Emily Gallagher. Throwing it down the net, Wakaliak will stop and play it to the side. Myers breaks up that pass. Carroll plays it along. Myers moving it along. Maurice and Cecilia down low with a forecheck. Up along the boards, puck bouncing. Cecilia can't get it out. Down behind the net will go Carroll. Plays it around the wall. Has Maurice. Backhands that one out of danger. Kept alive, though, by 26, Mackenzie Kelly. Shot at the net, padded away by Wakaliak, and she's going to fall and cover that one.
A little bit of good pressure from Delaware, but RMU able to do a good job in not allowing many high-profile chances.
You know what pairing I've liked a lot so far this game is 16 and 20. Amara Maurice and Danielle Carroll. But both of them, we didn't get to see Carroll play against Pittsburgh, but both of them together seem that they have that kind of chemistry building throughout this game.
It does look like that so far.
It'll be Rebecca Shook on the draw. Wins that one forward to the point. Kept alive by 22, Morgan Thursch. Thursch has it now. Shot. Saved by Wakaliak. Still loose. Another chance and works its way in past the shoulder of Wakaliak. Jessica Pinatello with her 5th of the season, and we're tied at 2.
Wakaliak missed the rebound. She tried to cover it with her glove, just missed the puck, and Delaware was able to pick up the rebound and put it right in.
So 2-2 the score. Pinatello strikes home as that top unit once again with Pinatello, Schultz, and Mirto capitalizing. But it's still a 2-2 game.
It's still tied.
It's still tied. Andrew, you feel another goal?
I feel one coming soon.
I'll take it.
For RMU.
For RMU. You didn't specify last time. That's what happened.
I need to specify this time.
24, Sam Schultz gets the primary assist. So Pertinello from Schultz each have 2 points on the night so far. Bittner carrying it up now. Puck taken away. Shook playing it along to Spazzolo. Puck dragged through. Spazzolo pokes it forward. The defense of RMU pushing it along the wall. Delaware throws it back in and gets the line changed. That puck sent all the way down, all the way to the net. That will not be an icing.
Defense can get a change here. At least one will.
Spazzolo with a good read keeps that puck alive. Spazzolo still fighting for it. Shook almost kept it. And now Vogel retreats back to Carroll. Carroll gets around 1, tries to get around 2, but 3 blue sweaters are draped around her. Julia Nema, shot, saved by Wakaliak, rebound loose, and it drips behind, but Wakaliak somehow makes the stop. All the way down it'll go, and it'll be a Blue Hens touch-up RMU icing.
I think that was Vogel that got her stick behind and was able to clear that out.
My goodness, what a play. Wakaliak turned around, sticks went flying, all of a sudden that puck flew out of the zone.
Squirted it out and able to slap down the ice.
An overall great play from the RMU defense. Blue Hens elect to take the draw to the right of Wakaliak.
Same place they just had their draw, so maybe try and do the same play.
Bittner with the block. Shook picks it up. Can't quite possess. Delaware keeps it alive. Shot coming in, taken away with a good stick by Vogel. Bittner, huge hit there along the clear view, add on the ice. Off the skate of Shook now. Delaware still maintains possession. Throwing it down his hoodie. Hiding that picked up by Carroll, moving along the wall. Delaware can't quite get any shot attempts on Wakaliak at the moment. Carroll retreating behind her own net. Delaware is going to get a couple of changes in the meantime. Carroll up the wall to Bittner. Tries to poke it free, out with it. Shot and score. Carly Marzano beats Wakaliak blocker side, and Delaware retakes the lead.
I took too long between my specification of who was going to score next. I need to do that a bit quicker next time. But you got to the mistake there was you couldn't get the change off.
Yeah.
You got the one defenseman change, but you couldn't get the other one off. And being that tired, you're going to make mistakes, and I think that's what caused this goal, was they weren't able to get the change.
Delaware took advantage and capitalized in a hurry on that one. As Delaware, another shot attempt, loose, shot diving by Wakaliak with the save. Carly Marzano on the goal. Mackenzie Kelly with the primary assist. Wakaliak gets over and stops that one. So to read Marzano from Kelly, the goal. And then Wakaliak with another good stop.
Yes. We talk about the helmet, but you got to admire the matching pads, the pads and the gloves.
So clean.
Work well with the jerseys.
We raved about all the equipment, and so far, hey, it's been working pretty well. Cecilia along the wall tries to poke it free. Maurice will pick it up. Kept alive by the Blue Hens shot attempt. Blocked away by Maurice. Still loose. Puck batting around. Maurice fighting along the wall. Gains possession, pushes it forward. Cecilia trying to fight for it. In the middle, poked away, and out of the zone it'll go. From Myers' forecheck. Pushing it forward is the Blue Hens. Pushing it down behind Wakaliak. Maurice fighting for it, wins the battle. Another Blue Hen comes in to try to gain possession. Through the middle, shot attempt. Fanned on. Back to the point. Thursch, pressured by Whitaker. Sending it down low. Medved ties up along the wall. Delaware regaining possession. Whitaker trying to get it out. Thursch keeping it alive, sending it across. No one home. Maurice fires it all the way down past the netminder, and it'll be a Colonial icing.
More time to get your legs rested, but at some point you got to skate it up a little bit so you can get that change.
Yeah, you have to at some point. That's what I imagine off the draw. As also some quick words from the RMU D1 team. Apparently Justin Adamski and Gio Palumbo are both hurt.
Oh, that is not good for the D1 team.
According to my sources I just got text messages from, so that is not ideal. We hope they'll be good enough to go for Thursday night rivalry action against the IUP Crimson Hawks. Adamski second in the ACHA in points, so a huge loss in that aspect, and Palumbo with a ton of assists on those goals as well. Delaware in their own zone. Puck still bouncing around. Also noting that they did lose both games against Rhode Island this weekend. I believe. I know for sure the first one, the second one sounds like they did. Didn't get a confirmation about that one. But we will find out momentarily as we have our source man, Mr. Nathan Mauser, feeding me all the information throughout the game. Delaware in the zone, pushing it forward to the stick of Jessica Pinatello, one of the goal scorers, taken down hard along the wall by Maurice.
No
Stick
call.
goes flying. Yeah, a good clean call there as Maurice and Pinatello exchange a couple words. To the point, shot through traffic, sails wide. Around the wall, turning. Carly Marzano Poked away by Medved. Marzano on her forehand, tries to play it forward. Ends up on the stick of Cecilia, who cleared that one out towards middle territory. Picked up by Mackenzie Kelly and pushes it forward again. Cecilia gets the line change, so at least one fresh body gets on the ice.
That's what sucks about the second period is you got long changes. So you got to do your line changes when you can.
Shot attempt, saved by Wakaliak. Medved fighting for it. Wrap around in front, bounces off a couple of bodies, sails wide. To the point. Kelly keeps it alive. Sending it down the Whitaker pressing. She's been out here for a solid 3 minutes plus. Makaliak flashing the leather and gets the much needed stoppage.
Get the rest of the fresh bodies on the ice. No longer have to worry about the fatigue of the rest of the team that's sitting out there.
And yeah, they did give confirmation they did lose the second game. So a sweep against Rhode Island the wrong way. So at least it isn't a divisional matchup for them, but IUP comes to town Thursday for a pre-Veterans Day game, which will be very exciting to have here on the Twitch channel, Andrew. Hopefully you'll be here with me as well.
I will try my best.
We'll try your best, right? It's going to be fun. Delaware keeping it alive. Spizzolo down low. Chance taken away by Carroll. She's going to skate it up now. Carroll has Bittner in stride. Couldn't quite get it toward Carroll. Still fighting for it. Gets into the offensive zone. 8:15 to go in period 2. Through the middle. Vogel trying to play it forward. Blocked away by Rory Essick. Changes ensue for Delaware.
Bad bounce in front. Almost goes in.
Carroll trying to skate around. Shook. Can't quit it through. Ends up on the stick of Bittner. Pokes it forward. Bittner all the way down. Blue Hens will touch. And now a penalty for the Colonials.
Go to the box, 2 minutes by yourself.
So Rebecca Shook with a penalty here. Delaware will head to the power play. It'll be 2 minutes for roughing.
I did not see the call, so I cannot comment on it.
I think it was roughing. But it looks like someone got hit with the Becknado.
It looks like it.
That's probably one of the funniest nicknames on the team is Becknado.
Yes, I would have to agree. Found that out on
The
podcast.
Yeah, exactly. That's near. Yeah, 2 for roughing. So someone got hit with the Becknado, and now Delaware is on the power play. Back to the point. Collected by Thursch. Throws it over. Over to the middle slot. Puck bouncing around, and a glove save by Wakaliak.
Nice save on the quick little snapshot from the slot. Able to corral that one in before it got any worse. Get a nice stoppage and get to regroup for the Colonials.
Colonials tie up on the draw. Moving it forward is Myers to the point, collected by Hootie. Fires it over to Thursch. Walkered away by Cecilia. Myers battling for it, gets it out momentarily, trying to push forward. And nice play from Myers to push it back. 40 seconds gone in the penalty to Shook. In the skates. It's Schultz. Plays it over to Thursch. Thursch to Hoodie. Hoodie goes through the middle, finds Schultz. Pressured by a bunch of Colonials. Shot attempt blocked by Medved. Moving forward with it, Myers skates to it. Can't quite get it out. Delaware keeps possession. Just over a minute gone in the penalty. To the point. Thursch. Down low. Back to Thursch it goes. Playing catch now with Nima. Nima down low. It's shot attempt. Goes through traffic. Medved. Good defensive play. Back to the point. Thursch. Barely keeps it in. Throws it over to Schultz. Schultz attempt blocked by Myers. Out to Maurice it goes. Poked away by Hootie. Delaware getting a couple of changes at the moment. Retreating around with it is Nema. Over to the fresh body of Mirdo. Back to Nema. Skates it low to Mirdo once more. Through the middle. Off the stick of Cecilia, who's going to poke it free. She has a chance. Erin Cecilia on the penalty kill. Penalty about to expire. Celia holding. Shot attempt. Glove down by McFadden.
Oh.
Oh, boy, that was close as the penalty expired just as the whistle sounded. Back to 5-on-5. A great kill for the Colonials.
I agree. Looked a little shaky at the beginning, but by the end they managed to lock down on that penalty kill.
So Beck Nato is going to step into the draw with Whitaker and Spazzuolo. Defensively, it'll be Carroll and Vogel. We need to come up with more nicknames for some of them, because I know some have nicknames that have been spread around, but we got to create a couple, Andrew, I think.
I think we do.
We'll talk about in the slight intermission that we might have. Is now a chance the other way for Emily Gallagher on a breakaway. Gallagher shot, it scores. Emily Gallagher puts home her first of the season, 4-2 Blue Hens.
And you see, I don't know what you do there. Both defensemen try and close in on her there, and she just squeaks right through. I don't know what you do differently there.
There's not much you really could have done.
Tried to sandwich her, squeezes through, and a high shot on a breakaway. It goes in most of the time.
Yeah. So an unfortunate couple of seconds there leads to a Blue Hens goal as we approach the 5.5-minute mark in period number 2. Gallagher's goal unassisted. Carroll carrying it up towards McFadden, poked away. Around the net, thrown all the way down. That should be an ice against the Blue Hens, and it will be. So a big O-zone draw in front of the netminder McFadden here, and Coach Napoli is going to get the fresh troops on the ice.
I think that's the smart move.
Yep.
You got to take your changes when you get them, and an offensive zone draw, which has been rare for the Colonials so far this game, have a chance to maybe break down this lead from the Blue Hens.
Myers on the draw. To the point to Medved. Medved throws it down low for Myers to retrieve. Myers looking. Throws it towards the net, bouncing pucks. Cecilia fighting for it. In the skates of Bittner, ends up to Cecilia. Shot attempt. Saved by McFadden.
Nice little offensive pressure there. You got to keep that going if you're the Colonials.
They're going to stick with the same 5 on the ice. Erin Cecilia has a goal of her own coming against the University of Pittsburgh.
Hopefully she can get another one right here.
Let's hope so, right? Myers wins it forward. Delaware collecting, moving forward now. Medved retreating back. Plays it along the wall, coming through the Blue Hens 2-on-1 chance. Backhand attempt, diving across. Wakaliak with the pad save.
Big save there on the 2-on-0.
Medved can't get it out. She grabs it now, fans on the attempt, but gets through the defender. Medved dangles one, pushes it through the middle, had Cecilia. She's going to fight for it moving forward. Going up against Mackenzie Kelly. Hoodie behind the net, throws it along the wall, past Maurice, all the way down. It'll go, and an icing will be called. Another example of that no touch going against the team.
It was very close again. It could have been either way. You take away that no touch, and maybe Delaware gets the puck there.
I think they would have, honestly. That's that no touch both ways. I think could have went in favor of the opposing sides. The first one with Whitaker
agree.
down here, and now Delaware on this one. Shot.
Aren't complaining this time.
No, of course not. Because we get the offensive zone draw. Carroll shot, sails wide. Hoodie throwing it forward, intercepted pass by Shook. Shook, bouncing puck. Carroll will corral at the top of the circle. Carroll dancing through. Carroll setting the screen. Shot attempt. Sails behind the net. Now she has to get back. Vogel keeps it in the offensive zone. Vogel shot, blocked. Another attempt. Tries to get through to Shook. Delaware picks off and comes the other way. Carroll intercepts the pass. Hits off a couple of sticks all the way down, and it will be a Colonial icing. At 3:33 to go in period 2.
Bunch of threes on the board.
If only the 3 was at the home side and the away side.
If only.
If only.
If only that fourth goal would have went the Colonials' way, then it would have been 3-3.
Exactly.
Just would have been the second period as opposed to the third.
That would have been cool if it was the third period, though.
It would have been, but
The matching threes all around.
too much time left for that.
Yes. Shook loses that draw. Delaware looking for somewhere to go in front. Saved by Wakaliak with the stick. The name Pokey coming in handy. Coming around, taken down, and Shook's going to get called for a trip. So the second penalty of the game for the Backnado. Delaware with the power play.
We got to see if the Colonials will be able to perform as well as they did in that first penalty kill on this one. They performed well near the end of it. Let's see if they can do it again. Maybe get a shorty here.
Who knows? Whitaker breakaway again. Maybe.
Maybe.
So it'll be Myers, it'll be Cecilia, it'll be Medved, and it'll be Maurice. Myers forward. The referee.
The ref takes a tumble here.
Oh boy. Plays of the game. Put that at the number 1 on the highlight reel. Intercepted pass. Cecilia is going to work her way forward. She has a shot. Cecilia dances her way in. Applying the pressure still. Picked up by 22. Morgan Thirsch carrying her way up the ice now. Maurice will step. Try to play that one forward. Now behind the net, Medved. Plays it around. Picked up by Sam Schultz. Back to the point to Thirsch. Plays it over. Pass through the middle. Puck still loose. Shot attempt on Wakaliak. She denies that one. Back to the point. Thirsch. Over to Schultz. I'm sorry, Marzano. Plays it down low. Chance here for Schultz. Back to the point to Thirsch. Thirsch looking to Schultz once more. Schultz circling. Puts on the brakes, comes around the top of the circle. Has no person. Shot by Marzano. Puck is loose. Loose for Schultz. Wakaliak pokes it away. Top of the point to Nima. Nima tries to go for the backdoor pass. Puck will roll all the way to center. Cecilia is going to hurry up and get a line change. Myers pushing it forward. Stick on stick. No call there. Myers fighting for it. Because now she's going to get a quick line change. Whitaker will hop on. Carrying into the zone, Morgan Thirsch. Shot attempt, patted away by Wakaliak. Rebound, shot attempt, blockered away. Off the wall, bouncing puck. Thirsch keeping it alive. Down low to Marzano. Across, put forward by Bittner. Now Bittner has a breakaway attempt. Michaela Bittner, here she comes. Shot attempt, and a save by McFadden. As Whitaker got held along the way, but Bittner with an A+ opportunity on a breakaway.
I was so ready to say I called it, that they were going to get a shorty. Not able to fully find out where that puck was, able to uncover it for a second, kill a little more time because she could not find it underneath her. Lifted her leg up and revealed it.
That was so close. But 1 second until the Backnado is set free. Whitaker and Bittner. Whitaker has to take the draw. Whitaker wins it back. Shook set free. Carroll getting back. Gains possession, puts on the brakes, and tries to play it forward. Ends up on the stick of Vogel. Whitaker picks it up in the middle of the ice. Has Shook. Plays it up, bouncing through. Chance for Danielle Carroll. Carroll walking in. Shot and scores! The Daninator puts one over the glove side, her second of the game, and it's 4-3.
What a great passing play that was. Beautiful setup by almost the entire team. Got a stick on that one, and that was a great shot. Goes top corner. Carroll's on fire right now.
On fire. 2 goals on the game so far. 2 for her and 1 for Bittner. Almost had 2 to Bittner, but hey, that led to the goal that happened now, right at the dying minutes of period 2.
Carroll able to get her second just before Bittner.
Just before Bittner. Calling it now, aren't you?
Just a bit.
Moving it forward. Medved caught up. Shook gets an assist on that one. The primary and only assist of that one. Bittner streaking her way forward. She has a chance now. Bittner got to get on her horse. Tried to lift the stick. Blue Hens staying strong. Maurice retreating back. We're 16 in white. Skating all the way around the net. 25 seconds to go in period 2. 4-3 Delaware. Bittner tried to go through the middle. Deflected pass. Medved now. Skating it up herself. Knocked away by Nima. Shot attempt fanned on. Wakaliak will hold. 12 seconds to go in period 2.
I would not be surprised if the Blue Hens maybe pull a little goalie change here. Or not goalie change, but goalie pull here with 12 seconds left. Not really a chance for the Colonials to
Maybe a little bit too much
maybe
time.
a bit too long. Maybe I just
If it was
play
like
too much
6,
NHL too much.
If it's like 6 seconds or something, I think I would do it, honestly.
I guess 12 is a little long. Gives the Colonials enough time.
As one forward, Cecilia pushing it. It's 5 seconds now. Delaware has one more shot. They're just going to throw it down. Maurice will hold. Whitaker will let that one go by. And that'll do it for period number 2. So to give us a quick break, we're going to take a quick little intermission here. Delaware 4, RMU 3. We'll be right back with period number 3. Now, we are live for period number 3 between Delaware and RMU. A close one. 4-3 Delaware. Wakaliak making her way into the net. Danielle Carroll, 2 goals of her own for the Colonials. Michaela Bittner with a goal. Hey, this game has been the opposite of what we expected here, Andrew.
Very much the opposite of what we expected. But it could be due to them playing earlier today.
Could be, but when they look at the score sheets, they're just going to see the score and they're going to go, oh, maybe we shouldn't take RMU as lightly. And they're proving us right in that category today. Down low shot attempt onto Wakaliak holding the post. Moving around are the Blue Hens. Pentanello has 1 goal as well. Also an assist, a primary on the goal to the captain, Schultz. Wrapping around, dropping the pass. Puck moving around still. Whitaker fighting for that puck. Reverse move by Sam Schultz. Throwing it down though. Schultz collects, fires, blockered away. Around the net. Mirdo back to the point, kept alive. Winterberg to Schultz. Over to Mirdo. Maurice will hold, carry, and take it up herself. Maurice pokes it all the way forward. She's going to skate this one down. Maurice tried to go in front. Shook trying to maintain possession. Whitaker and Maurice swap. Moving up with the puck is Pentanello, who's going to shovel it down and get the line change for the Blue Hens. Maurice holding. Going to send it around the wall, past Pizzolo all the way down to Carroll. Carroll poking it free, gains possession and works her way in the zone. Colonials changing behind the play as they'll get a full sell as Carroll put that one all the way in the offensive zone. Smart play from Danielle Carroll. Fanned on attempt from Vogel. Myers down low. To the point. Shot attempt by Hootie, blockered away from Wakaliak. Another shot attempt. Bouncing. Wakaliak on her stomach. Puck was loose. RMU had possession of it, but a quick whistle possibly went in favor of the Colonials there.
Yeah, not a great whistle there. Puck got sent out the back way, but a positive for the Colonials is they get a chance to catch their breath, which is much needed with the short bench.
So Myers, Bittner, Cecilia, forward group Vogel, and Medved, the defensive partners at the moment. Delaware circling. Putting on the brakes is Marzano. Pinned along the wall, Myers. Vogel goes to get that one. Delaware circling around the other one now. Vogel with a good stick. Puck still bouncing around in the skates of Vogel. Another shot attempt and put in. Carly Marzano's second of the game makes it 5-3 Delaware.
Not a great little span there, but not much you could do there. Puck got stuck upwards on the skate blade, so hiding underneath the actual boot of the skate, unaware where it is. And you just gotta figure out where it is. It gets spurted out to the other side of the net, and an easy pot in for Delaware.
Coach Napoli changing the units. Shook on the draw. Can't quite win it back. Working forward with it is Pentanello. Pentanello, drop pass. Whitaker tried to play that one. Shook gets a hold of it. Over to Carroll. Forward to Whitaker. Goes past her stick. All the way down. No icing. Picked up by Hill. Goes it along the wall. Maurice. Over to Carroll. Intercepted pass. Nima with the assist. And Emily Gallagher with the other assist. Whitaker's going to pick it up through the middle of the ice. Shaken off by Hill. Hill picks it up. Good stick away. Spazzolo has it. He's going to poke it forward into the offensive zone. Delaware turns around and shoves it the other way. Pitanello. Stuck away by Wukaliak. Carroll will pick up. Carroll dancing in. Carroll still dancing around with it. Tries to go for Whitaker. Intercepted pass.
One too many moves there.
Still the confidence to pull off at least one of those moves in
Yeah.
the game.
2 in a row.
It's now Carroll working forward with it. Dances around one, make it two. Working away in open ice. Carroll. Backdoor. Tried to go for Bittner. Bittner going to get this puck now. Holding along the wall. Blue Hens come up with it. Up the boards. Gallagher. Open territory. Carroll diving over the bench to avoid too many men. Medved. Medved stopping. Loses control of the puck momentarily. Picked up and coming the other way are the Blue Hens. Rory Essick tries to dance through Myers. Shot attempt saved by Wukaliak with the shoulder. Myers to Bittner. Plays it forward. Has Cecilia in stride. She's going to take it down. Cecilia puts on the brakes. Coming through. 2 Blue Hens surrounding. She cannot get a shot attempt away. Myers blocks that one. Puck still bouncing around the offensive zone. Delaware gets it out momentarily. Bittner shoves it back into play. Line change ensues behind the play, including Myers taking a tumble. Moving the puck forward. Vogel on the line. Nothing there. Whitaker. Puck hits off of the official. Delaware into the zone. Dancing around with Schultz. Around the circle, crisscrossing with Mirdo. Mirdo's shot sails over the head of Wukaliak. Now it's Pitanello. Finds Mirdo, hits off her stick. Vogel pins it along the wall. Shook helping out. Back it will go to Mirdo in Vogel's area. Pitanello dances through, finds Schultz. Schultz shots up in front. Wukaliak gets over and makes the stop. Once
Big
more.
save there.
Dancing through, Pitanello. Off a couple sticks, kept alive by Hootie. Throws it back in. Spazzolo takes a tumble down on the ice. The mom of the group is Sydney Spazzolo, the senior alternate captain wearing 14. Puck breaking free, and for the 3rd time tonight, the Becknado is ending up in the box, this time for a trip.
That one is going to get called every time.
Yeah.
Stick gets tangled between the legs, going down. That's a call every time.
Yep. It's just been unfortunate luck for Becky Shook tonight.
Yeah.
But Colonial Pounding Kiehl has stood tall thus far. So with 14:20 to play, 5-3 Delaware as they'll get onto the power play.
If I am correct, they are 2 for 2 on the penalty kill.
They are.
So hopefully they continue that here.
Let's see if your first commentator's jinx comes into play, Andrew. Shot by Hootie right into the chest of Wukaliak, who will cover that one up and get the stoppage. Only 8 seconds gone.
Only 8 seconds.
8 seconds is 8 seconds.
Still quite a lot of time for Colonials to come back if they can kill this.
Maurice sends it along the wall, past Hootie all the way down. A good job by Maurice, just avoiding anything in front of her netminder. Sending it forward off sticks. Carroll sends it all the way back down. Picked up by Hootie, who's going to take it up herself. Myers tries the poke check. Hootie around the net. Looking. Carroll with a good stick. Cecilia with a good job poking that free, and she's going to skate it down. Delaware's number 22, Morgan Thirsch, will hold and throw it all the way around the boards for Marzano. Pokes it up and over past the heads of all the Colonials all the way down, almost an icing, and Maurice was just a step behind it. Carroll with a great stick lift, and that puck goes all the way down. An overall nice play from Danielle Carroll. That one's going to roll all the way down again for Medved.
A lot of skating back and forth so far in this penalty kill.
So Medved clears for the moment. Delaware touches up and regains the zone. Evie Hill to the point. Has Essick. Throws it over to Mirdo. Down low. Back to Mirdo. Mirdo looking. Shot off the stick of Hill into the netting. Out of play as that perfectly lands on the outside of the boards.
For the 50-50 draw.
What a great spot to land right there.
Wow. I don't think you could do that again if you tried. Alex, can you zoom in on that at all? I don't think you can hear me. Oh, damn.
Ah,
964.
I
and
wish you
it
could
gets
have.
taken anyway,
Damn. Okay.
so we don't get to see.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Ticket number is
I wish we could have seen it.
964.
It's Whitaker. Wins it forward. Hill. Throws it down low to Essick. Essick back to Hill. Hill. Back to Essick once more, top of the circle. Essick, shot attempt, sails wide off the Mike and Tony sign behind the
If
net.
you have won 50-50, please raise your hand in the crowd.
And so we wait for the 50-50 winner here as well. Essick. Circling. 2 seconds and one. Shook is set free. Essick, another attempt. Sails wide as Alex Lido has to run through the stands to find the 50-50 winner. Poor Alex. They make him do a lot these games. Hill keeps it alive. Throws it down low to Essick. Hill, shot attempt, taken away by Medved. Throws it along the wall. Cecilia's going to chase this one down. Colonials going to get a line change during this attempt. Hill, backtracking. Along the wall has Gallagher. Through the middle, picked up by Hill, the leading point getter for the Blue Hens. Hill, intercepted pass. Carroll poking it free. Whitaker now holding back and throwing it to Carroll. Carroll backdoor pass to Myers. Along the wall to Bittner. Couldn't quite get there, but Myers retrieves. To Bittner off her stick. Blue Hens cover once more. Puck still bouncing every which way. No one gaining quite good possession until now. As Thursh throws it on net, puck is loose. Wakaliak diving and gets a stick on it. Another chance and put in. Wakaliak was down and the Blue Hens put it home. Wakaliak had the initial amazing save, one of the best I've seen.
Yes.
But then the Blue Hens and Morgan Thursh put one home.
It was unfortunate for Rikoliak is she made the great save, but the rebound was not able to get cleared in time, and she's laying on her stomach, so she can't get there.
Yeah, there's not much he could have done there. Coach Napoli is going to call a timeout to regroup the troops here. 6-3 Delaware. As we're going to cut back to our beautiful faces. No, we're not. Okay. I thought we were coming back to our faces. I was kind of excited. But the
11
timeout.
minutes left.
Yeah.
Very
So-
much time to get back into us for the Colonials.
Oh, for sure. It's only 3 goals. We saw, if you saw the ending of the D3 game, if you were watching the stream or were here and watching it as well, RMU did get a goal in the later half to make it a 2-goal game. And then after that, almost a penalty shot made it a 1-goal game.
Yes.
So, I mean, anything is possible. And the time is on the Colonial side here.
Yes, correct. They just can't make a lot of stupid mistakes to lead to odd man rushes the other way.
And Wakaliak has been standing on her head for the most part. I mean, nothing has really necessarily been her fault.
Not necessarily, no.
Between her and Alexia Martinez, I mean, this goaltending unit is beyond strong.
Yes.
If it wasn't for them, I mean, goal differentials could be astronomical
Yes,
But-
very much.
between Wakaliak and Alexia X Martinez, as they like to call her, the big X. And it was fun having those two on the pod
Yes,
on
yes, it
Thursday
was.
as well. So as we almost got the whole team on the pod at this point, and I
At
know
this
next
point,
week
yes.
we do have Sydney Spazzolo, so definitely make sure to look forward to that before the RMU game against IUP on Thursday. Sam Schultz plays it around to Pintanello. Back to the point to Hootie. Hootie down low to Pintanello. Puck bouncing around Pintanello. On the backdoor, poked away by Maurice. Hootie keeps it alive. Pushing it forward is Cecilia. Has Bittner in stride, who gets into the zone. Now Myers back to Maurice. Cross ice to Carroll. Carroll sending it down. Fighting for it. Myers, Bittner blocks that one, keeps it alive. Bittner pushes it forward. Still fighting for it. Bittner corrals, shot, still loose. Cecilia fighting for it, and McFadden will cover up.
Great chance there. Almost leading to another goal. Almost called the second one for Bittner again. Also almost getting one for Cecilia. Couple great chances there. hopefully they can bounce on that good chance there and get another one here.
Bittner has had 2 really A-plus opportunities, but at least he has a goal to show for it in one of them. Shook to Whitaker. Back along the wall through Medved, 2-on-1 chance. It's Nima. Shot. Sails wide of the net. Whitaker fighting for it along with Carroll. Back to the point. Working her way down to Thursh. Thursh around the wall. Trips on the ice monster that is behind the net. Whitaker fighting for the puck. Delaware still has possession. Whitaker now pokes it free. And now a breakaway chance for Rebecca Shook. Shook skating down. Fires. Saved by McFadden. Loose, and she'll cover it up. Oh boy, another close chance for the Colonials.
Wanted to get closer. I feel like she did, but she felt the breath of the woman coming behind her and had to take the shot before she got caught.
Still a really good chance.
Oh,
if
yes.
she had another person down there, that rebound was juicy.
Very, very. If someone's with her, I think that's a goal for RMU.
Myers winning it forward. Cecilia trying to chase this one down. As Carroll loses it in her skates. Moving it forward now, Blue Hens trying to get it out. Through the middle, Bittner locks it down. RMU has to touch up, they do now. Thrown back in, off a couple of sticks by Myers. Delaware retreating. Along the wall, Carroll will pick it up and skate it in. RMU on sides. Carroll's going to chase it down. Picked up. Carroll trying to get her hat-trick goal here. You know she's looking for it.
Oh, yes.
Moving forward with it. Bittner back on defense. Bodies are away. Maurice shoveling it along the wall. Myers fighting for the stick. Maurice tries to throw it to Bittner. Intercepted pass working through is Sam Schultz. Schultz backdoor to Billett. Shot blocked by Maurice. She's going to carry. Maurice pushes it forward. Maurice is a defenseman. She doesn't get a lot of opportunities to do something like that. You know she's going to take advantage of it. Carroll pushes it along the wall. Bittner pokes it free all the way down. Hootie skates along the wall. Pokes it forward past the stick. All the way down. Blue Hens icing.
That's something we haven't seen very much this game is the Blue Hens icing. We've seen a lot of Colonials icing just to save their legs, but not many Blue Hens icings.
Colonials with an offensive zone draw here. They'll send out Shook, Whitaker, Spazzolo, Vogel, and Medved. Whitaker back to the point. Medved firing. Shot saved by McFadden. Back to the point, stepping up is Vogel, getting around to the Blue Hens. Whitaker getting back defensively. Mirdo. Medved tie up along the wall. Medved trying to push it free. Shook in to help. Medved still fighting for it. Puck still bouncing around. Picked up by the Colonials, and they'll get it out of the zone. Whitaker chips it along the Colonial bench. Down to retreat. Poking it free, Vogel. Can't quite corral. Chance the other way for Jessica Pinatello. Pinatello shot, sails wide of Wakaliak. Whitaker pokes it free. Chipping it is Shook. Offense staying out there for the moment, possibly looking to get a change here soon. Backdoor pass to Pinatello. Down low to Thursh. Cross pass intercepted by the Colonial defense. Whitaker pushing it up. Delaware retreats back. There's the Colonials getting a couple of fresh troops on. Delaware circling with it. Myers applying pressure. Bittner pokes it for a moment. Maurice gets it. Throws it along the wall. No one home. And now Marzano, as a player is down, it's Carroll. As she is slow to get up. And now she's going to work her way to the bench, I believe. Did she get hit, Andrew?
Yes.
Oh.
Off the play, just got shoved over. No call, though.
Ooh. So we hope she's okay. And already shorthanded enough are the Colonials, and being down a defenseman is not ideal at this stage of the game. As Carroll's going to get checked out by the training staff on the bench. And Coach Napoli struggling with the leg, it looks like. Medved. Cross pass. Try to go to Bittner. Puck bouncing around. Cecilia gets a hold of it, passes it to Bittner, and she has a chance. Bittner working down, shot, blocked away by McFadden. Bittner to Cecilia, shot. McFadden will cover that one with ease. It looks like Carroll is good to go, but she's going to sit out momentarily.
She
on the
did
bench.
just switch out, so we
Yeah.
do have the person who came in for her
Yeah.
is
Well,
fresh, so
For the
which
moment.
is Medved.
But it's good to see that she's standing up, moving around, and
Yep.
seems that she'll get back into play here.
Could be a cramp, could be worse. You never know.
Never know. If we go back and watch the film later, we'll see exactly what happened, how she kind of landed her, and anything of those. As now that puck will roll all the way down. Medved will circle behind her own net. Medved pulling back. Looking for somewhere to go. Circling still. Throws it all the way around the wall. Whitaker tries to get to that puck. Blue Hens are out of the zone. Whitaker applying pressure. She had another good chance, did 24 in white. Moving forward, Pintanello. Shot blocked by Vogel. Around it goes. Shot by Mirdo off a couple bodies. Picked up by Schultz. The captain of the Blue Hens has a goal already. Over across, and Mirdo hits off her stick. Mirdo looking. Shot sails wide. Hootie's going to try to keep that one in. She does. 5 minutes to play here in period number 3. 6-3 Delaware. Spazzolo holding. Kaz Whitaker pushing it forward to Shook. Drop pass up. Colonials looking to get a couple of changes. Sending back down is Gallagher.
Carroll is back on the ice.
It's great to see there's Carroll back on the ice for the Colonials and avoiding hopefully anything serious for any of the girls on the ice. As down Delaware goes and picks up the puck, 4.5 to go. Picked up by Cassie McFadden. 2 McFaddens on the team, Kaylee and net, and then Cassie the forward. So I'm assuming sisters, so that's kind of cool to have a pair of siblings on the team as well for Delaware. Another shot attempt. Wakaliak squares up and takes the shot and gets the save.
One thing I have noticed recently is they look a lot fatigued, as you'd expect with with a small roster. So even a small knock like what happened with Carroll, you're fatigued, so you're gonna get hurt easier. You're gonna get more cramps in your legs, in your anywhere. So anything could happen, and you gotta just find the afterburners.
Yeah, I mean, it's also performance as well, so whatever is left in the tank, you got to use now. As now that shot blocked away by Maurice, who's going to poke that one forward. Cecilia is going to chase this one down. It will not be an icing, as the defender, Wittenberg, was there to retrieve. She's going to skate up herself, kept alive by Myers, still in the zone. Delaware gets possession and comes the other way. Skating down with it, Marzano. Pinned against the wall by Myers. In to help is Carroll. Carroll with a big body. Bittner through the middle. Tried to shovel it forward to Cecilia. Puck intercepted. Now Maurice sends it along the wall. Carroll dancing her way forward. She has a chance. Carroll in open territory, dangling through. Bittner's trying to go get this puck now. Along the wall, Myers can't get there, and she'll send it all the way back in. Colonials have to touch up. Blocked off a couple bodies. Carroll sends it along the wall to Cecilia. Getting into the zone, stumbling. There's one of Delaware defensemen. Cecilia shot, poked away by McFadden. Cecilia wraparound, loses the puck. Myers couldn't keep it in. Sending it back down is Medved. Colonials touch up, and they're good to go, continuing the line change. 2:45 to go in period 3. Puck takes a bounce. Shook picks up. Shook, shot, sails wide in the glove. Whitaker fighting for that puck. In comes Shook as well. Whitaker pokes free, but Delaware's defense was waiting for it. Vogel has to get back. Breakaway attempts for Pintanello. Shot and a save by Wakaliak. As Shook gets tripped up and goes hard into the boards. A little slow to get up, but seems to be okay. Hoodie through the middle of the ice, carries it herself. Hoodie wrapping it around the net. Looking for somewhere to go. Fans on the pass attempt. Back to the point. Bodies goes down for the Colonials. Spazzolo can't get the puck down. Spazzolo fighting for it. Hoodie pokes it free. Still looking for a chance here in front. Off a couple sticks. Whitaker's going to try to get this puck out. And she almost did, but a good stick by Mirdo to take it away. As then Shook will send it the length of the ice as they hurry to get a couple of bodies off for the line change. Let's see how many they'll pull off here. As the Colonials saying, what do you mean? We didn't get anybody on the ice. What are you talking about? We didn't do anything. They caught both defensemen.
Yep. I didn't seem to catch the forward that hurled herself.
Nope,
Oh,
nope,
they did.
Shook threw herself over the bench.
They're trying so hard to get just a little bit of bench time so they can regroup their legs.
And then Whitaker wisely skates to the bench thinking she was coming off just to get a quick breather. And they say, no, you have to stay out there. She's like, oh, okay. Like, she didn't know that. Of course she knew that. She's trying to get a little bit of a break. Vogel. Shook fighting for that puck. Shook's going to corral, send it along the wall. Kept alive by the defense momentarily to the slot chance. Good stick. Puck's poked free. Spazzolo couldn't get there. Another shot attempt. Shook banks it off the wall, and that did not go anywhere. And there we go. Second time's a charm.
Now deep enough to get the change on.
But we've approached the 1 minute mark in this game. As still on the ice is Marie, so she's going to send it the length. Carroll on chase. Delaware will get there, but no icing. Referee going to let them play on here in the dying seconds of this one. Along the boards, through the middle. Picked up, and now the other way comes Morzano. She has 2 goals, I believe. Yes, she does. So definitely maybe looking for a hat trick as a shot there. Wakaliak with the blocker save. 30 seconds now. Puck pinned against the wall. Still fighting for it. His body's on the ground, including Carroll. Delaware around the circle. Bittner blocks that away. Gets taken down. Tripped as she face plants onto the ice. Now Myers takes a tumble. This chippy ice here does not help as Wakaliak covers. Myers not liking that extra tap. But 4.5 seconds to go.
4.5 seconds left. I think the Colonials can come back.
I think so too.
They just need a goal every second and a half.
Not even that.
Oh.
It'd be a second, like 1.1 seconds. It's the face-off one, but that'll do it as Myers takes the extra grab. Maurice is going to step in as well. I do not know the shots, but we will hear it at the end of the game, I'm assuming. But I will try to get that for you before the end of the stream. But Delaware with a 6-3 victory, but the Colonials held in.
The Colonials looked good. I do think the no ice cut between the second and third kind of screwed them. They looked a lot more tired at the end of the third period. Obviously, you're going to get that anyway, but I feel like if you get that ice cut, you're not going to be as fatigued as you would be if you get that ice cut. And they looked gassed at the end of the game, which you can't blame them. They have limited bodies, but if they get that ice cut, maybe it's a different story.
And the shots are 33-13 in favor of Delaware. So on 13 shots, the Colonials put up 3 goals.
And multiple
pretty good.
And multiple that could have been goals.
Yeah.
I had the breakaway by Bittner.
Yeah, Bittner had one. Whitaker had one. There was many chances. So those 13 attempts were 13 quality chances, Andrew.
Yes, I believe so.
So this is, I mean, the score says 6-3, but if the eye test from this team was they can hold their own.
This was a winnable game.
This
I
was.
feel.
And I think if you're Coach Napoli and the girls on this team, there's nothing really to hold your head over.
No.
I mean, last game between Martinez and Wakaliak, they both played amazing, but there's a couple defensive breakdowns. They didn't capitalize on some chances, but this game you scored 3 goals.
Yeah.
I mean, you only had 1 goal going into this game, and you put 3 up against a team that was pretty much nationally ranked.
Yeah. A very good team in Delaware, and they were able to hold their own, even have a chance to win the game, I feel like. Just a couple bad bounces on the offensive end for Delaware, and rest is history.
Yeah, nothing, like I said, between McKenzie, I mean, nothing to hold your head on. None of the goals were necessarily your fault. There's a couple defensive collapses. But, I mean, with 10 players, what are you going to do?
Yeah, you can't
You're
do
going
much.
to be fatigued at that point.
Yeah, you're going to be very fatigued and very tired, legs churning the whole time.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do some 3 stars of the game for RMU, Andrew. What do you
Oh.
got for me here?
3 stars for RMU. I'm going to go with Bittner for 3rd star.
Okay.
A goal, great defensive play in the first period. I talked about that quite a bit. 2nd star, I'm going to go with Koyak.
Okay.
The goalie played outstanding. And 1st star, you got to give it to Carroll. 2 goals.
Yeah. I'll change mine up a little bit. I'm going to give my 3rd star to the Beck-Nato for having 3 penalties. I know it's not the best statistic, but
Yeah, not the
def-
best.
Yeah. So I'll give her the 3rd star. 2nd star, I'll give it to Bittner. She did have a really nice goal. I know she was due for one, and she got it. And then I think the consensus number 1 star is Danielle Carroll, the
Yeah.
detonator, with 2 goals. But that doesn't give credit to the other girls on the team. Wakaliak with a great game. Whitaker with a couple good chances.
Yep.
Vogel had a solid defensive game. Cecilia and Shook, both great offensive threats. Spazzola, the captain, heart and soul of the squad. Medved and Myers, good 2-way players. Maurice, as always, that physical presence. I
Yes.
mean, she's not someone you want to mess with.
Yes. The whole team played great today.
Yeah. But that's going to do it for us here at the Clearview Arena. Next week's a fun one. We got a Thursday night rivalry matchup between the IUP Crimson Hawks and the RMU Colonials for D1 hockey action. Finally getting the D1 team back on home ice. And the day before Veterans Day, you definitely want to come out and support. John Tucci's going to put on a show. The Colonials are going to put on a show. Some good hockey coming your way for CHMA. So we'll see you Thursday for the podcast. We'll have Parker Rutherford on. And then after that, IUP and RMU. Thanks so much for tuning in this weekend, everyone. It was great to be here and bring you guys this coverage from Alex Gagnon, Lance Axton, Andrew Kiehl, Cadeyn McCrory. Saying so long, everyone, and we'll see you Thursday.